Hello! Hope you all had a less than manic Monday. As for me, it was a pretty easy day. Still worn out from this weekend's fun installing those video surveillance cameras for a business, and had a lot of fun hanging around up in an attic. 100-degree heat outside made it really nice and warm inside. And let's see, being that it's Monday means this is Spooky Places with the Mimebasher. And this week, going to visit, let's see, two supposedly haunted inns or hotels in the Vermont area. So if you're ever going through Vermont, you might want to stop there and spend the night, see if any weird and interesting things happen. The first is the White House Inn of Wilmington, Vermont, and there's supposedly the spirit of Mrs. Martin Brown is said to haunt the historic White House Inn. Both staff and guests have reported unexplainable cold spots, doors that open by themselves, and visible apparitions. One guest reported being visited by an elderly lady in the middle of the night who sat in her chair by the bed and exclaimed, "One Mrs. Brown in this room is quite enough." The guest's name also happened to be Mrs. Brown. The inn itself includes a vast attic with creaks included, a dungeon-like basement with dark areas and coal boilers, a locking iron vault, and even a hidden staircase. Halloween weekend features a haunting with a ghost haunt and seance. Website for this inn is the http://www.whitehouseinn.com/. So if you want to check it out. And the second one will be the Equinox Hotel or Inn. It's in Manchester, Vermont. Mary Todd Lincoln and her children from Washington, D.C. spent 2 summers at the Equinox, built in 1769. The family planned to return the summer of '65, but plans changed after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. The family ties to the area continued and strengthened with son Robert Todd Lincoln's purchase of neighboring estate Hildee. Employees at the hotel report seeing images of the 3rd floor of a woman and child that are consistent with descriptions of Mary Todd Lincoln and one of her sons. Perhaps through her visits they are trying to recapture the carefree days of those summers. And the website for that would be http://www.equinoxresort.com/. Not much on either, but those were the best that I could find in the Vermont area for haunted inns and hotels, supposedly. So check them out if you're ever in the Vermont area. Might be able to see an apparition. As for me, that is it for Spooky Places. I hope you all have a spooky night.